الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
الحمد لله الحمد لله وكفى سلام على عباده الذين اصطفى رب بمقدمتهم سيدنا ومولانا محمد المصطفى صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه الكرام والصحابة. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا بل وقرة أعيننا محمدا عبد الله ورسوله. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. وبعد، يقول الحبيب صلى الله عليه وسلم: خذوا عني مناسككم. فيقول الحق جل شأنه تبارك وتعالى: وإن تطيعوا تهتدوا. صدق الله العظيم. Today is the 29th of Dhikr, the month during which Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam departed from Al-Madinah for Hajj. The month during which all the Umar Jam'u Umrah, all the Umrahs Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam performed, he performed that during this month. The first month among the months that are known as Al-Ashhur al-Hurum, the sacred month. So we are about to enter the most beautiful days and the best days of the year, as we said during our khutbah last Friday. When this time repeats itself, we want to remember and revisit the life of Al-Qudwa al-A'la, whom Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala commanded all of us to follow. The life of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, particularly the last part of his life, particularly the last pillar of Islam, which he performed during these beautiful days of the year. How did he perform that pillar? And lessons to learn from the Hajj of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And the khutbah he delivers, the khutbah that is known as Khutbatul Wada'. The khutbah in which he summarizes the essentials of Islam. Everything a Muslim needs to know. And that is known as Khutbatul Wada', the farewell khutbah. Revisiting the life of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam increases one's love for Rasulullah. And only if we love him we can make it to Jannah. Not only should we love him, but we must love him more than we love ourselves and everything else. But it is easy to do so when we know him alayhi salatu wassalam. You know, we hear sometimes people, either presidents or kings or sports players or imams or other things. But once we get close to them, our respect, the respect we had for them start to decrease. Why? Because we're seeing the other person. Sometimes when I am standing there, I'm just an actor. But my true me is when I'm home. My true me is when I'm alone. As one of the great speakers said, am I who people think I am? And everyone can or should must ask that question to themselves. I the person people think I am? When I'm with people, I am very nice. But when I'm with my family, how am I? You see, the Prophet ﷺ did not say the best of you is the one who is best to his community. He didn't say that. He said that. He said, خيركم خيركم لأهله وأنا خيركم لأهلي. صلى الله عليه وسلم. The best of you is the one who's best to his family. If people came to my house and asked who I am, will they have the same answer? People who maybe meet me at the masjid give. When I'm at the masjid, I play nice. When I'm at work, I know that if I don't behave, I may lose my job. When I'm with people, if I do something wrong to them, they're going to do it back to me. So it's easy to be nice in the masjid. When we work at our workplaces, it is easy to be nice when we're outside. Because people outside do not tolerate us as our own families does. And people outside, when you do something wrong to them, they're going to do it back to you. You're going to pay the broken cups down there. So when we are nice outside, which we should do, we have to also ask ourselves, is the person in the mirror the same person people see outside? If my family cannot give the same answer people outside give about me, then there's a problem. Because the Prophet ﷺ said the best person amongst all of you is the one who's best for his family. But I cannot be an angel outside and a devil inside. I'm smiling to everybody, but once I am in front of my wife, I have another face. My kids fear. When I'm home, everything is calm. Why? That is it. If that is me, then I'm not following the footsteps of Sayyidina Rasulullah. When I'm outside, I'm in the masjid, I make my salat beautiful. My voice, I try my best to make it nice. When I finish my dhuhr or maghrib or isha, I do the sunnah. But when I'm by myself, I don't. If that is me, then there's a problem. When it comes to Rasulullah, he would do even when he is by himself more than he would do when he is outside. He would serve his own family, as Sayyidatuna Aisha said. They cook, they do any housework, he's there. كان يخدم أهله صلى الله عليه وسلم ويحصل نعلا Imagine someone who's deceived by Allah, traveled to the horizons, the heavens, the arsh, the kursi, was spoken by Allah, chosen by Allah. Yet, he's the one doing everything for everyone, whether outside or inside. Alayhi salatu wassalam. When something like this happens, the first thing we need to try to do is to double our efforts, try our best to be where people think we are. People think I am good, but I know I am not. I try not to, you know, be where people don't think I am, not because of the people, but because of Allah. So when I'm doing something wrong, when nobody sees me, there's a voice that comes from Allah telling me, لِمَ جَعَلْتَنِي أَهْوَنَ النَّاظِرِينَ إِلَيْكَ. Why do you see me as the most insignificant one who sees you? So I try my best to be where people think I am, or even better. How do I try to do that? I try to double things that I do when people see me. I try to double it. I try to double that when nobody sees me. I pray sunnah when people see me here to rak'ah. I go home, I pray more. I give when people see me, I give more when they don't see me. I serve people when I'm around them. I do better when I'm with my family. And I make the dua of Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala. The Abu Bakr, people used to praise him. And he deserves thanks. Because he's the best person of this ummah after Sayyidina Rasul. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Who was the people that? But whenever people praise him, he would say, Allahumma ghfir li ma la ya'lamun waj'alni fawqa ma yamun. Oh Allah, forgive me what they do not know. There are things people don't know. And we don't want them to know what Allah knows. So we ask him to forgive us what we don't know. Allahumma ghfir lana ma la ya'lamun. Amen, ya Allah. And he says, waj'alni fawqa ma yamun. And put me above their expectations. Put me above where they think I am. Make me better than who they think I am. وَاجْعَلْنِي فَوْقَ مَا يَظُنُّ. So the Prophet ﷺ, he is above where we think he is. You cannot imagine or measure the goodness of Rasulullah. No one knows Rasulullah, the quality of Rasulullah والسلام, but the creator of Sayyidina Rasul. لا يعرفه غير ربه. One of our scholars in Senegal, Ahmed Bamba rahmatullah alayhi, said مقامات خير الخلق عن غير ربه مغيبات بل تقرأ سورة النجم. Say the maqamat of the best of the creature is hidden from anyone other than Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. If you want to know something about it, he said, read Surah Al-Najm. الإمام البوصيري رحمة الله عليه said, فمبلغ العلم فيه بشر وأنه خير خلق الله كله. The highest pit you can see and know about him is to, all we can say is bashar. Bashar. But not like any other bashar. Muhammadun basharun, لا كالبشر. بل هو كالياقوت بين الحجر. Basharun yuha ilayh. We know he's bashar, yes. We cannot say he's Allah. No. But he is the best of all the creations of Allah. تعمد دعته النصارى في نبيهم واحكم بما شئت مدحا فيه واحتكم وانسب إلى ذاته ما شئت من شرف وانسب إلى قدره ما شئت من عظم فإن فضل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ليس له حد فيعرب عنه ناطق بفمه لو ناسب قدره آياته عظما أحيا اسمه حين يدعى دارس الرمم لم يمتحنا بما تعي العقول به حرصا علينا فلم نرتب ولم نهم أعيا الورى فهم معناه وليس يرى للقرب والبعد به غير منفحم كالشمس تظهر للعينين من بعد صغيرة وتكل الطرف من أمامي وكيف يدرك الدنيا حقيقته قوم نيام تسلوا عنه بالحلم فمبدأ العلم به أنه بشر وأنه خير خلق الله كله صلى الله عليه وسلم. But we try our best to emulate, to copy what we can copy. That's enough. We can. So the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam traveled back to Mecca. I try to summarize the Hajj of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam in a procedure and the sayings of the scholars about his Hajj and some of very important lessons we can derive from that Hajj alayhi salatu wasalam. The Prophet ﷺ went back to Mecca for Hajj on the year 10. The year 10. Why the year 10? Because according to Imam Shafi'i, Hajj was made obligatory in the year 6. So why did he wait? So because Imam Shafi'i believes that Hajj was made obligatory in the year 6, he says that one can delay Hajj even if they are able to. Because the Prophet wasn't delayed up until the year 10. But the majority of the scholars don't say that. They say that Hajj was made obligatory on year 9. Year 9. And that was the year the Prophet sent Sayyidina Abu Bakr and Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib to go. For 2 missions, 2 different missions. Abu Bakr to lead the Hajj and Ali to recite Surah Al-Bara, Surah Al-Tawbah. So to cleanse the Kaaba, to announce that after that year, no mushrik can make tawaf of the Kaaba, can make Hajj to the Kaaba. So the Prophet ﷺ had to wait for the Kaaba to be cleansed so that he can go to Hajj. And the other thing is that the very Hajj time will correspond, will come back as it is supposed to be the very year the Prophet ﷺ went to Hajj. Because the Quraysh, they used to do what Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala called al-Nasi. إِنَّمَا النَّسِيُّ زِيَادَةٌ بِالْكُفْرِ. They used to push and change days and months because they wanted to fight or fix. But when the Prophet ﷺ performed the Hajj, time has come back to its normal circle, as he said. كَيْهَأْتِهِ يَوْمَ خَلَقَ اللَّهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ. So that the year 10 is the year the Prophet ﷺ performed Hajj. Hajj, my beloved brothers and sisters, it's very painful to hear when you talk about Hajj and you cannot go to Hajj. But we talk about it because it's time. I have a sister in Mecca who called me yesterday. She said she was fortunate to be among the 60,000 people who will make it to Hajj this year. I don't want to be jealous, but I'm jealous that she is. May Allah make it easy for her and acceptable for everyone. Hajj, as we all know, is of 3 types: Ifrad, Tamattu' and Qiran. The Prophet ﷺ performed Qiran according to some, Ifrad according to some, Tamattu' according to some. That's not where I want to come back to his Hajj alayhi salatu wasalam. The Prophet ﷺ returned to Mecca after leaving Mecca 5 times. When he made hijrah from Mecca to Medina, he returned to Mecca 5 times. لمكة رجع بعد الهجرة 5 والسد من عناد مرة. لمكة رجع بعد الهجرة 5 والسد من عناد مرة. So he returned to Mecca 5 times, but he failed to reach Mecca once. That was the year of Al-Hudaybiyah. They didn't want him to enter Mecca. But he then went to Mecca. That was the year 6. So he went to Mecca again, the year 7. That was known as Umratul Qadha. In the year 8, he went to Mecca again for Fath Mecca. When he finished the Fath Mecca, you know that he went to Ghazwat Hunayn. When he finished there, he came back. He came back to Mecca after Ghazwat Hunayn to make Umrah. Because Fath Mecca was in Ramadan. And then he left for Ghazwat Hunayn. After he finished that was Dhul Qa'dah, he came back to Mecca for Umrah. And next time he would come back to Mecca is during his Hajj. And he would perform also Umrah in Dhul Qa'dah. So all the Umrah of the Prophet ﷺ occurred in Dhul Qa'dah. Jiman Rawaw Ba'an Qubayl al-Hijrati Hajja wa bil-Islami عام العشرة وعمر المختار كنا 4 في شهر ذي القعدة كلا أوقع. Prophet ﷺ performed the Hajj in Islam once. Scholars they said he did perform Hajj before he went to Medina, like in an Ibrahimic way. Like before that, those one no one asked the Hajj before Islam because Hajj was not an application yet. But the Hajj we can count is this very Hajj that he performed in the year 10. And before that, he tried to go to Mecca. He failed once. That was Al-Hudaybiyah. And Al-Hudaybiyah, Umratul Qadha, Ji'ranatun, wa ma bi hajji qadha. These are the Umrah of Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Al-Hudaybiyah, Umratul Qadha, Umratul Ji'ran, and Al-Umrah, which he did when he went to Hajj. And when he went to Hajj, the scholars have different whether his Hajj was Qiran. Qiran is to combine Hajj and Umrah at the same time. Or Ifrad to do only Hajj. Or Tamattu' to do Umrah, then do Hajj. But we can see that he didn't do Tamattu', though he wanted to do Tamattu' after he reached Makkah. And he said, if I did not bring my Hajj, I would have made it Tamattu'. Meaning I would have, make the tahleel here. So when the Prophet ﷺ left, when did he leave Medina? According to some scholars, he left Thursday. Some said it was a Saturday. From that, you will be able to. So he left on Thursday or Saturday after Dhuhr. 5 days remained for Dhul Qa'dah to finish. So he left on Dhul Qa'dah. That means he made the ihram during the month of Dhul Qa'dah. 5 days before the end of Dhul Qa'dah, as Al-Imam Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said in Sayyidatuna Aisha, قيل لخمس ذاك طول الحبر وأم من الحمراء ذات الفخر. And then he reached, that was Dhuhr time, after Dhuhr. And he went to uh, Dhul Hulayfa, and he would pray Asr there, you know, Salat al-Qasr. Dhul Hulayfa is the furthest miqat from among the miqat of the Hujjaj. And that itself is another measure Allah Ta'ala gives to Rasulullah. He left Medina. Medina is a haram. Right after he left Medina, he entered the haram of the ibadah in Dhul Hulayfa before he reached Makkah. So he did not leave a sacred place except that he entered into a sacred action of the ibadah in Dhul Hulayfa. And he prayed in Dhul Hulayfa the 5 daily prayer. So he spent that night there. And after the dhuhr of that Saturday, the dhuhr of that Saturday, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you know, entered into the ihram. So you heard some people say he left Thursday. Some people say no, it was Saturday. If he left Saturday, then the dhuhr of that Sunday used to be. If he left Thursday, then the dhuhr of that Juma, that's not going to be Juma because it's Musafir. So that's there where the Prophet ﷺ made ihram, 4 days remaining to the Qa'dah finish. And the Prophet the Prophet ﷺ, you know, arrived at Mecca 4 days after the fourth day of Dhul Hijjah. If that is the case, then he traveled the path maybe around 9 days or 8 days. Alayhi salatu wasalam. And when he entered Mecca, how he performed the rituals in Mecca, and lessons and khutbah he gave there. And the most important khutbah we want to talk about is the khutbah of the khutbah al-wada' and the lessons that khutbah, that is what we wanted, inshallah, to talk about, but time will not permit today. We will be revisiting the Hajj of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and this beautiful khutbah of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasallam, and try to grasp those lessons and live and attack them, inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala. We ask Allah to make it easy for all of us, and we ask Him subhanahu wa ta'ala to benefit us by these days, though most people cannot make it to Hajj, but we still can have words of many Hajj and Umrahs during these 10 days, which are the best days of the year. May Allah make it easy for all of us. Allah, وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. الحمد لله وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد بن عبد الله صلى الله تبارك وتعالى عليه وعلى اله واصحابه ومن والاه. اللهم اني داعي فامن ولا تدع لنا في مقامنا هذا ذنبا الا غفرته، ولا هما الا قضيته، ولا دينا الا قضيته، ولا مرضا الا شفيته، ولا عدوا الا كفيته، ولا عيبا الا سترته، ولا ميتا الا رحمته، ولا فاسدا إلا أصلحته، ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة إلا قضيتها لنا ويسرتها برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك ورضا نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، ورضا الوالدين ورضا الأشياء. اللهم اجعل في اختيارك اختيارنا، اللهم اجعل في اختيارك اختيارنا، ولا تجعل إلا إليك اضطرارنا. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله عاجله وآجله، وعلمنا ما علمنا منه وما لم نعلم، ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله، ما علمنا منه وما لا نعلم. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من فتنة المحيا والممات، ومن فتنة القبر، ومن فتنة المسيح الدجال، ومن عذاب النار وسوء المصير. وصل اللهم وسلم وكرم وشر وبارك على سيدنا ومولانا محمد، كما صليت وبارك على سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. هيا على الصلاة، هيا على الفلاح، قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله.
So, Allah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، ملك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. واذكروا الله في أيام معدودات، فمن تعجل في يومين فلا إثم عليه، ومن تأخر فلا إثم عليه لمن اتقى. اتقوا الله واعلموا أنكم إليه تحشرون. ومن الناس من يعجبك قوله في الحياة الدنيا ويشهد الله على ما في قلبه وهو ألد الخصام. وإذا تولى سعي في الأرض ليفسد فيها ويهلك الحرث والنسل، والله لا يحب الفساد. وإذا قيل له اتق الله أخذته العزة بالإثم، فحسبه جهنم ولبئس المهاد. ومن الناس من يشري نفسه ابتغاء مرضات الله، والله رؤوف بالعباد. الله. الله لمن حمده. الله. الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع، ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله، واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة، والله خير الرازقين. الله. يا الله. 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 السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. We remind you of our summer program, which will start inshallah this Monday. I think we have the flyers there if anyone is interested, inshallah. And also the end of the month, as we said last Friday, we need everyone's help to cover the rent and the bills. May Allah make it easy for us. Jazakumullah khair.
See you soon, my brother. Okay, Sunday night I'll be here. Sunday night. I'll be here regardless. Not Monday or Tuesday. Other days. Take care. Thank you so much for the information. Okay, so Thursday. Okay. I did it before the war. Last week. I didn't see it in the production. Please let me know. So I would like to call you. What do you have? Yeah, I think I have your number. I'm gonna check it. 347 060. You forget me. I know it's everywhere.
Even this has a application. This is how easy. I can send you the link. It's gonna be easier.
Okay.
So, yeah, see, I'll send you the.
Thank you so much.
حالة ياسر. Abdussalam.
Aywa, how you doing, Sheikh?
Everything is good?
It's something well to be expected. I have no complaints. I'm still above ground, so
I know.
I'll be the last one to complain. Give it a second.
Sunny Yellow.
Huh?
There's a brother. The young man.
Oh. I'm just killing on the time now because I got to pick up my grandson at 3 o'clock. That's what I want to know. I'm going to walk out while he can. Oh, okay, so that's my grandson is at. He's going to summer swim camp. So I'm picking up at 3. I don't know you. So how's that now? Stop came to see me playing that. What they do? The airport, he said he was going that night. He's probably something. They see he's going to be there for a while. Yes. So after this, 5 years, yeah.
দরজাটা কাছে না দাঁড়া আরো নিচে আসেন সামনে আসেন হ্যাঁ দরজাটা কাছে দাঁড়াইছে দাঁতটা নাড়া হয় দাঁতটা নাড়া হয় আকারও এক জিনিস আর একটা হচ্ছে নাড়তে হবে যেটা ফালাই নাড়তে হবে বেশি বেশি শুধু কার্টুন দেখে দাঁত পোষা যাবে হাঁটতে পারছি ঢাকনা দিলে বসে এখন সাতটা লাগবে এই জন্য আমাকে তার চাই সাইড করছে আমি সাইড করছি আমাকে বলছে আজকে আমার কাজ জানি না কখন কাজ শেষ করে সাইন আমি মনে করছিলাম যে সমাজে কাজ সাতটা থাকে কাজ ক্যান্সেল করে কোনো সমস্যা নেই আমার স্কেডিউল লাস্টে কাজ ক্যান্সেল করতে 是主要是讲什么的？kami agak kan sebenarnya maksud ini tinggi. Jangan lagi mau bilang. Udah apa? Nanti sih awal akan terus kita akan lagi askin. Coba jika Albert kami ini awak misalnya macam mana lagi kita bilang bahwa hasilnya kita orang sekitar kita orang justru hasilnya jika lagi ada yang kadang kita mana jika enggak kesulitan kan atau orang akan lain korban lain beda deh masih terserah kadang
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
أشهد أن لا إله
أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
All praise and thanks is due to Allah. We seek His help and forgiveness. We seek Allah's protection from any evil within ourselves or our actions. Whoever Allah guides will not be led astray. Whoever Allah allows to be led astray will never find guidance without Him. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah alone without any partners. And I bear witness that Muhammad is His servant and His messenger. Allah has said in the Quran, "O you who have believed, fear Allah as He should be feared, and do not die except in a state of submission to Him." Allah has also said in the Quran, "O you who have believed, fear Allah and speak words of appropriate justice. He will then amend for you your deeds and forgive your sins. And whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger has certainly attained great things." Indeed, the most truthful speech is the Book of Allah. The best guidance is the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the worst affairs in religion are the newly invented matters, because every newly invented matter is a religious innovation, and every religious innovation is misguidance. Every misguidance is an error. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anha reported that Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, every joint of a person must perform a charity each day that the sun rises. To judge justly between the two people is a charity. To help a man with his mount, lifting him onto it or hoisting up his belongings onto it is a charity. And the good word is a charity. And every step that you take towards the prayer is a charity. And removing a harmful object from the road is charity. This hadith from the Prophet Muhammad elaborates on different forms of charity that we do. There are 360 joints of the human body, and charity is due upon each one of them as a form of gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah has blessed us with these joints and our bones and our muscles, and we have to pay back Allah for what He has given us. This miracle He has given us. The good that we can do with it, we have to do good with it. Being able to be just between individuals, walking towards the masjid for prayer, and removing harmful objects from the road are all examples of charity given by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the Quran. So to start off, I'm going to start off with fulfilling gratitude with charity. To being grateful and paying it back with charity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us many blessings, including our bones, our joints, and the way our body comes together, the good that we can do with it. Every person's joints and bones have a responsibility on them every day, I say in the hadith. The fact that they do so in the most beautiful and amazing way means that there is charity due upon it. Thus, performing charity for this blessing extends into the concept of gratitude. Gratitude is not something only said by the tongue and felt by the heart, but something that manifests itself in one's actions. Charity is an act of gratitude for what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. So giving in the way of Allah. So when the Shaykh asks to donate for the masjid, this is a form of charity. When you put the dollar into the box, the form of charity, and those joints that you're doing, all in your hand and in your arm and your neck, moving towards the box, that's a form of charity for the bones that Allah has given us. Next, reconciliation between two people. Prophet Muhammad mentions in this hadith that to reconcile and be just between two people is an act of charity. So he mentions two things: reconciling and being just between two. Sometimes this can be difficult because you might be in the middle of something, you might be biased, or maybe you feel like it's not your place. Or even worse, you might have relations and responsibility to one person and not the other. You might know one person and not the other. One of them might be of your race, one of them might be of where you live. You might know someone personally, the other one not. So when you deal with them justly and impartially, it is a form of charity. So if your friend is wrong and you clearly saying, and you know he's wrong and he knows he's wrong, you're clearly saying he's wrong, even though he is your friend and the other person isn't, that is a form of charity. That form of being just is a form of charity. Next, assisting individuals. So in modern days, helping someone with an animal, like I mentioned in the hadith, it can be in relation to our cars. So when someone is filling groceries into their cars, and you help them, whether you know them or you don't, it's a form of charity. You walking towards them is paying charity on the bones in your legs. You helping them pick up their bag and putting it into their car is a form of charity for your joints and your bones. Even opening the door for someone, or if someone is walking right behind you as you enter the masjid and holding the door for them, is a simple act of charity. Society spends out even more, and people become more distrustful of others. They may look at these actions or actions as strange. However, as a general principle, if you see someone who needs help, who could use our help, and we can help them in any way, we should be going to help. These are very important etiquettes of a Muslim and Islam. This is what Islam teaches us. Help those you know and those you know. Someone is seen struggling, you're supporting them in any way you can. to show gratitude, and this is showing gratitude to Allah and showing that you want to help His creation. Sheikh Abdul Fattah Abu Ghadar mentioned in his book Islamic Manners that the people are the most beloved. The people that are most beloved to you are usually the ones who are most deserving of these manners. So these people who are most close to you and more beloved to you are ones that are most deserving of these manners. You should give them these. You should give them the manners of these the most. He also says that most people are lax with the ones they love, but they should have the highest standard of character from you. So it's sometimes easier to help a stranger than to someone close to you. So he is saying that the people close to you are more important than the strangers. So make sure to help the family and your friends around you. The next is a good word. So I mentioned for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I mentioned that the tongue, how important the tongue is, how powerful the tongue is. The tongue is a form of charity. It could be your way into Jannah or it could be your way into Jahannam. So a good word is charity. So I mentioned before that saying a good word is a very powerful thing. Change someone's entire day. It can change their entire scope of life. When someone is on the brink of life, when they're on the edge, they want to jump, and someone says something kind to them, and you save them. That is a form of charity. So everything and all the good they do will be coming to you. That's easy hasanah for you just because you said a good word to them. Saying a good word is a powerful and noble thing that everyone should practice. It is something that's continually and actively practiced. It can't be just commonplace, and we have to work towards it. So if we practice the art of saying the right thing at the right time, then eventually we can be that kind of person, that good person that speaks good. Even vice versa. If you're practicing saying whatever you want, whenever you feel like, because you feel like that's your attitude without any consideration of the consequences, then you'll be that kind of person, the bad worded person. So be that kind of person that speaks good, and actively do it. So when you see someone and you don't have to say something, but you could. When you see someone smells nice that day, or looks nice that day, compliment them. It's like that's a good word, and that is a charity. That and all the joints in your face, in your mouth, and your tongue, that is a charity upon them. Thus, we should seek to engage in saying good words. Next is steps towards the prayer. So something we all did to come here today. We all made steps to come here. Right? Whether you drove here, all the tire spins that came, every single rotation, you get hasanah for that. That is a form of charity on your way here. You walking from your car into the masjid, to the spot you're in now, was a form of charity, and a charity for your joints and your bones. And every step we take towards a prayer is considered an act of charity. And this also takes care of the gratitude part. And finally, and the final part of the hadith, Prophet Muhammad mentions clearing the pathways. So when you see something that can harm someone in the path, if you see a piece of broken glass on the floor, it can easily be not your problem. But once you know that can hurt someone, if I pick it up, I will be rewarded by Allah, and it is a charity. Once you do that, you are rewarded. If it's a branch in the street or a garbage can in the street, a piece of garbage in the street that can harm animals or humans or cars, and you move it, easy charity. Or if you're walking down the sidewalk and you see something that can easily be just kicked to the side, you don't have to pick it up. Just kick it to the side, that is a form of charity for you and your joints. It is a good opportunity to get charity, clearing the pathways, especially on the way to the house of Allah. It's easy hasanah. All you have to do is just kick it to the side or move it to the side. Sometimes you don't have to do anything. You just have to quickly just shoo it away. So, Allahu Akbar. So to conclude, the Prophet Muhammad said these things are a form of charity, especially among your bones and your joints. We are indebted to our bones and our joints, which has been blessed by Allah. So you can fulfill this gratitude by giving in charity. by giving monetary action in charity. Next is a reconciliation between two people. So being just between two people and bringing two people together is a form of charity. So if two people fight and you bring them back together, make them happy with each other, that is a form of charity. Next is assisting individuals, helping people that need help, whether strangers or family. Helping them with whatever they need, that is also a form of charity when they're doing. Next is a good word. So being nice with your tongue and speaking good with your tongue and using your tongue to help others and not harm others. Next is steps towards the prayer. So on your way to the masjid, on your way to salah, easy forms of actions, easy charity. And finally, it's clearing the pathways. Clearing the pathways with any debris, anything that can harm someone or can get in someone's way, easy hasanah. Shooing their way is easy charity that you will see them on the day of judgment. And you will be rewarded for it. This hadith is another way that the Prophet Muhammad is reminding us of showing gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how much Allah has given. Ya Allah, I ask you to be among the grateful and always remember you, Allah. Allow us to always remember the good you have given us and the blessings you have given us. Let us be true champions of this hadith, Ya Allah.
Amin.
Who is going to help us accept you, Ya Allah? Shower us in your mercy, develop us in your mercy, and only allow us to stay steadfast in your religion. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة، حي على الفلاح، حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة، الله أكبر، الله أكبر.
Allah Akbar.
Allah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أحد الله الصمد. أحد الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم. Thank you.